Hey everybody, Matt Hartman here again for Drunkard's Walk. Thanks so much for listening this week, and a big thank you to Jesse Ali for our theme music and Nick Harmio for our artwork. We're back again, another episode, Season 12. It's rolling right along. Have you given us a rating or review wherever you're listening to this podcast? If you haven't, we would love if you did. It gets the word out. It helps us out significantly. You can also join our Patreon. I know, I'm asking you to do things. Why? Because I love you, and I feel like the nature of love is to ask people to do things for you, right? That's the whole point. Forming connections, networking, building a thing together. Or maybe just listen and enjoy. Yeah, go do that. That's better. Bye.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another enthusiastically delivered episode of Drunkard's Walk, the podcast where you, the listener, can win thousands of dollars. And as always, it's not just me. It's the man who's putting up his own money to gift you, the listener, thousands of dollars. Please welcome the greatest philanthropist humankind has ever known, Matt Hartman. Matt,
yeah,
the people are so excited to have you on. And by the way, that's very generous of you to volunteer to give away your own money for the winners of this podcast.
Well, Jethro, I really appreciate the I mean, that is pretty great.
It is. And you know what? I know you're a modest guy and normally don't take the kind of credit that you deserve, but mean, tens of thousands of dollars of your own cash to the listeners of this podcast. That's exceedingly generous. Well done. Well done. Bravo.
That's very generous of me. I hadn't really, I didn't even realize, I guess I must have known I was doing it when I agreed to it. How do they win?
Oh, that's the beautiful part is they win by listening. So just by hearing this, you have contractually committed to giving them thousands of dollars of your own money.
Wait, to just one person or to all of them?
Anyone who listens is guaranteed thousands of dollars of Matt Hartman's money.
Oh, gosh.
In a very real and legally binding way.
Okay, all right. Now we have to put an end to this because you're saying things that I'm really afraid are going to come back and haunt me in a way that I won't even be able to. First of all, I don't have that kind of money, Jethro. Even if I wanted to give that kind of money to our listeners, which I would love to. I would love to give every listener that listens to Drunkard's Walk all the money in the world that they could want. But unfortunately, I can't. And so I won't. Do you have anything that you would want to put into this, into the kitty, as they say?
You know, Matt, I wouldn't want to steal your thunder. I feel like this whole thing has been built up about what a great philanthropist you are. And I feel like it would be cheap and disrespectful of me to horn in on your generosity by trying to, claim some of them as my own. So I'm going to let you, this is your moment to shine. I'm the wind beneath your wings. Way to go, Matt Hartman.
I'm going to back out. I'm backing out entirely. I will take the whatever the press has to say about that, whatever kind of backlash we get. I am backing completely out of this agreement. So if they're going to get anything, it's got to come from you, buddy. So this is your chance to be the hero. This is your chance to step in, not just be the wind beneath my wings, but to actually support and be the wind beneath all of our wings and really save the day here, like a modern day Superman, if you will. Will you do such a thing?
Well, Matt, that is a callous thing for you to say. I don't think you understand how much the Drunkard's Walk Nation is hurting from you backing away from your promise to give thousands of dollars. And, I feel like to try to put a Band-Aid on it by throwing money at them from somebody else is just a small and petty act. And honestly, I think we all need to think a lot about the Matt Hartman we thought we knew.
Right.
And now we are going to have to process the Matt Hartman, this monster you've turned out to be.
I have to do that every day, Jethro. So I feel like now they've got a bit of an experience. They're part of it. They're in it with me. And you're right. It's a small petty act to throw money at it, but at least it's an act, which is different than what you seem to be implying you're going to do, which is nothing. Is that correct?
I will match you dollar for dollar for every dollar you give.
All right. So that's amazing. 100% match?
100% match.
Nobody offers that. Nobody offers 100% match.
Oh yeah. I'm doing it right now.
All right. I tip my hat to you, sir, because I think that's an amazing thing for you to do. And it almost as amazing as if you were to, say, travel from one random Wikipedia page to another using only the links between those pages. I mean, that would be almost as amazing as a 100% match.
Yeah, I don't know that it would be, because that's a rather trivial thing to do because we do it on the podcast all the time.
We do. You're right.
We
Oh,
do.
I forgot about that. Well, that's just like I forgot about giving all this money away. I'd forgotten about what we do on this podcast. So what a coincidence that I should happen upon it like that.
Indeed. What a coincidence indeed. In fact, it's a coincidence that happens on cue at the beginning of every episode. So
Yeah, it does. But completely unscripted and completely unrehearsed. I want to point that out.
unrehearsed. Yeah, absolutely. No
It's
one
not
would
scripted.
believe.
I have no.
No
Do
one.
you think
No one would
somebody
believe
thinks
that
there's
we
a
rehearsed
script
this. Yeah.
to this?
Yeah.
They think this is written? Because if they do,
No.
I'd say that'd be pretty impressive, actually, if we could write something that seemed this extemporaneous.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, well, first of all, we are not actually Matt Hartman and Jethro Nolan. We are actors playing the characters
Mhm.
of Matt Hartman and Jethro Nolan, and we both went to Yale Drama School. We've never been to the Arcade Comedy Theater. That's all invented backstory that we made up.
I think it's the
And
computer comedy theater, isn't it?
who knows? Who's to say?
I forget. I'll look it up, but I
There
forget
we
what
go.
we've been calling it.
Yes, but these are characters that we've been playing the whole time.
Mhm.
So the mask has finally dropped.
Well, after
Why are we
170, after 175 episodes, it feels only right.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally reveal what we've got.
I feel
going.
like any media that goes beyond 175 episodes without a radical change of some kind
Mhm.
is basically milking a tired premise.
And next episode, we're gonna have a baby.
There we go.
So we'll have a young child on moving forward, and we really feel like that's gonna kind of liven it up and really freshen the episodes. We'll have all new problems that we have to deal with. I think it'll be great.
Oh, I thought you meant we're going to have a baby, as in give birth to one.
Well, we are
Not like a Cousin Oliver character entering the Brady Bunch to.
same difference. I mean,
right.
look, it could be Cousin Oliver, or it could be Leonardo DiCaprio on Growing Pains, or maybe it's actually Chrissy on Growing Pains, the actual child that they had when Ben was like 17, and it was like, oh, okay, so just a 17-year gap between those kids. That's fine. That makes total sense. I don't know. But either way, Jethro, I have to tell you, I'm loving every minute of what is happening now, and I'm sure the listeners are just eating this up. But
oh yeah,
the thing
particularly
is,
our young listeners are loving all of the Growing Pains references.
I mean,
if you
look,
if you don't remember a mediocre Kirk Cameron sitcom from the 1980s and 90s, you're missing out on life.
let's be clear. Tracy Gold and Alan Thicke were on there too, so let's not just give credit to Kirk Cameron, who kind of, my understanding is, turned into a bit of a jerk to work with by the end, when he had his whole born again Christian situation go on.
Who would have? Yeah, well, he's quite the guy. He's had quite the path.
It's true. Well, here's the thing, Jethro. I need to take a moment out of this delightful banter that we have going on here and
Sure.
give a shout out, because we have a new patron.
We
Jethro.
do.
Yeah, I know. We last week announced a new patron. We've got another new patron this week, and it is none other than Jeffrey Weiner has become a patron of ours. And you know what, Jethro? You know what is even more amazing than the fact that this wonderful person decided to join us on Patreon?
What's more amazing than that?
Even more amazing than that is that Jeff is actually our guest here tonight as well. Jeff, how's it going, man?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
This worked out so well, Jeff. Thanks so much. We want to say thank you to you personally for joining our Patreon. We really appreciate you doing so. Supporting the podcast helps us out, of course, and we love doing it. And so seeing that kind of support really makes us feel good. Thanks again.
Yeah. No, for the hours that I've spent listening to y'all, it is a pleasure to be here. It is a pleasure to be on Patreon. It's been a wonderful bonding experience with my daughter.
Very nice.
Oh,
Adeline,
wow.
who unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, because she's having a great time, but she is at sleepaway camp this week. During her birthday week.
Nice.
So
That's a big
right
week.
now, I would love to say to everyone listening, happy birthday, Adeline, and surprise.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! That is awesome. Now, here's my kind of potentially bad news for you, Jeff. Is that this episode doesn't drop until the middle of August? Is that going to be a little bit of a belated birthday announcement then for her?
Oh yeah, but you know what? I'm not gonna let her listen to it until next year when it's her birthday. So
There
it'll
you
work
go.
perfectly.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
then.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea. That's
You're
a
planning
perfect
ahead.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
We'll
Well
just
done.
have a complete gap in our listening. She won't know why. And
There you
then
go.
11 months go by, and guess what?
There you go.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. There you go. So, yeah, this will drop on the 19th of August. So, one thing that you could also do is just celebrate the birthday all month long. That's what I like to do on my birthday.
Yeah.
Also, my daughter enjoys that if we do that too. So, you can try that one out if you want.
That is fair. I will say my birthday is in August. My wife's birthday is in August. So I get happy birthday, me. Happy birthday, Shelby.
There you
And a
go.
3-for-1. Thank you all.
Perfect.
Well,
that's
there you
so
go.
great. That's the beauty of time travel, is that you can wish
Exactly.
yourself a happy birthday when it isn't even your birthday yet. Well, Jeff, tell us a little bit about you and your daughter are listening to the show. Like how did you find, I mean, I'm gonna guess I might know, but how did you find Drunkard's Walk?
Well, I went on my own little podcast, Drunkard's Walk.
Okay.
I am a member of Learned League, and through that,
yes.
found
Yes,
Good
yes.
Job Brain. And through that, would you guess I found Escape This Podcast?
Of course. Yes.
And then 3 steps later, wound up to y'all.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm a member of Learned League as well. I was just doing my mini league today, and boy, oh boy, I was getting just destroyed. I'm not good at these these specific topics, at least not as good as the other people I'm playing against. But I love Learned League. It's a lot of fun. I love playing the trivia in there, and I love Good Job Brain. I love Escape This Podcast. So those are great ways to get to us. I'm always just delighted when people tell us that they found us through that path, because that's the path I took as well, and I love both of them so much that it's great. It's awesome. Now, does your daughter listen to those podcasts also?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. Very, very
Yeah,
cool.
we're a big puzzle trivia family of any sort, puzzle boxes sort of
Nice.
thing. So
Nice.
Very cool.
it fits right into that.
And where are you located?
So I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm originally from the Northeast, but moved here for job. I'm a pediatric hospitalist.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Very cool.
Now, a
In Tennessee.
hospitalist, you say.
Yes,
Please educate me on exactly what a hospitalist is.
absolutely. So when we were growing up, if you happen to be a child in the hospital, your pediatrician on their way to their office would stop in for a little bit in the morning,
Yeah.
check in on you, tell the nurses what the plan is for the day, see you tomorrow.
Mhm.
And so over time, a subspecialty of pediatrics, and the same thing for adult medicine, where we specialize not only in the diseases that bring children into the hospital, but also the hospital system. So I do a lot with quality improvement. I do a lot with clinical informatics as well.
Okay.
It's really a great way to both have that presence for the individual patients, but also make the whole experience, the whole system, the whole
Gotcha.
process as good as possible.
So are you an MD?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're an MD, but you also have kind of like the administrative eye on things. So like
Exactly.
think about like the
I
ecosystem
like to
of how
say
it all works.
I'm a nerd first and a doctor second.
Okay, very good. That's a great combination.
Yeah.
Although I would imagine I would, at certain times in my life, I would prefer that doctor be first and nerd second. During more urgent, when blood's coming out of me mostly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. That's really great. And you said you were originally from the Northeast. What area were you from in the Northeast?
Grew up primarily on Long Island in New York, but have roots up in the Boston area.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And is that where you went to school as well, up around there? Or? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that actually brings me to where I am bringing y'all tonight.
Amazing.
right.
What a segue. All right. Tell us, what do you got?
Yes. So I have a page, and it is illegitimi non carborundum. So if I were to say to you the words igpe atten lay, what would you think of?
Pig Latin.
Pig Latin.
Pig Latin, perfect. If I were to say dog Latin, what would that mean to you?
Nah, nothing at all.
Yeah.
I would think of a joke from the critic where he says "Carpe canum," sees the dog. No, this can't be right. That's what I would think of.
That's perfect, and it's actually really appropriate. So there are a number of fake Latin terms out there that are kind of make sense, kind of sound Latin, but were created more recently than that. So the term that I'm bringing you all to, illegitimi non carborundum, translates to "don't let the bastards grind you down."
And was this featured in the film, the Hulu adaptation of Handmaid's Tale?
It was, and it was in the book as well.
Okay.
It is a version of it, although I'll say the Wikipedia page has all of the different versions. So the version that was in Handmaid's Tale is "nolite te bastardis carborundarum."
Okay.
But it has that same feeling, and because of the book has actually had a significant role as a feminist rallying cry as well.
Gotcha.
The last 40 years.
Gotcha. All right. So what can you tell us about? So it's not actually Latin.
It's not actually Latin. Where I know it from, and this is why I said school in Boston or near Boston, or I'll just come out and say I went to Harvard.
So
okay. I know your Yale drama school is a little dicey for me. But one of the fight songs for Harvard, which is purposely intended to be a little bit silly and kind of counter to a lot of the more classic cliche alma maters, is called 10,000 Men of Harvard. And it has a dog Latin verse, which starts "illegitimum non carborundum" and is actually the motto of the Harvard University Band as well.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And were you in the Harvard University Band?
I was. I played trumpet, and I was part of what we call prop crew. So I got to build the paper mache bulldogs that we trebucheted or chainsawed in half or burned on the field when we were playing Yale.
Gotcha.
Wow.
First of all, can I also just say thank you for saying trebuchet and not catapulted, because one of my pet peeves is when people refer to a catapult as a trebuchet, and I just
and vice versa. I'm pretty sure I remember.
It's just so upsetting to me.
Yeah. We've been kicked out of more places because you just cannot deal with it, and the waiter comes over and it's really upsetting. Yeah, it's a real pain.
It really is. All right. So other than its affiliation with Harvard, is that what is the origin of that phrase?
So it came out in World War II. A British Army intelligence officer by the name of Eric Partridge is said to have coined it. And then it was brought over to the US by a General Vinegar Joe Stilwell. But in addition to being added to the Harvard fight song in 1953, it has been used both in the English and dog Latin version in a number of places. I think most prominently, as you mentioned, Handmaid's Tale. But it was one of the campaign slogans for Barry Goldwater in 1964.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what I've got for you.
Wow. I mean, that's a ton, actually. Like, I think that gives us a lot of potential paths to take, because we're going to be going from diffusion of responsibility, that psychological concept where everybody else thinks that somebody else is going to do it. And so we'll be getting to this thing that I have written down a version of that I'm sure I'm spelling wrong, but that's okay. When we get to the page, I'll fix it. But that's crazy. I had not heard of. I mean, I've heard this expression. I guess I have never heard the term dog Latin before. But this is fascinating. This is a cool thing to check out.
Awesome. Agreed. Yeah, I took Latin for 2 years in junior high and remember uh,
Brag.
virtually none of it. But the only sort of Latin joke, which I'm sure is a bit of dog Latin, is semper ube sub ube, which is always wear under wear. But the wares are the question wear, not actually underwear. Because ancient Rome, they didn't wear underwear; they just wore togas.
I know how to sing part of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in Latin because I took Latin for half a year, and
Okay.
I learned Mica Mica Parve Stella Mir Quinum Sistam Bella, and that's as far as I can get.
Yeah, we learned a bunch of Christmas carols, so I can do Jingle Bells in
Yeah.
Latin. But again, I don't want to bore everybody with all the
No,
Latin
well, we don't
I
have the
know.
rights. We don't have
Well,
the rights. So
I'm fluent in Pig Latin, so that's
There we
about
go.
as far as I can help with
there
that.
you go. Well, obviously, you know a little bit of dog Latin. I mean, you can't tell
That's
me you
true.
didn't learn the words to the fight song, right? When you were in the
Multiple
band.
verses, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, this is great. This is gonna be fun to try to get to. I think we have a couple of different paths to go in. But before we let you go, I have to ask if you are having a drink tonight. Oftentimes we have a little drink
I
as we're
am.
wandering along. What do you got?
I am having a mint julep, but
Oh,
for the whiskey, I am using a bottle of Crown Royal. Now, when my grandfather, who was a traveling salesman, used to give Christmas presents every year, and when he moved to assisted living, he
Hmm.
pointed to a cabinet in his room and said, "Anything in there, you take." So I had 12 bottles of this. This is actually the last one I have left.
wow.
And I realized the listeners won't be able to see that, but
Wow.
it
Holy
is
cow.
1955.
a 1955 import bottle. Now, I will say the reason I'm drinking it as a mint julep, some of these bottles really toned down, got nice and smooth over 60, 70 years.
Yeah,
This last one did not.
Okay.
And
not
last
so good.
Thanksgiving, when my family toasted to my grandfather with it, I think I was the only one who actually got the whole one down.
There you go.
I can understand that. Yeah, that is an old bottle of whiskey for sure. I had never seen it. In fact, on the label it says Seagram's, and I don't think
Mhm.
I've ever seen the actual Seagram's name on the Crown Royal before. So that's crazy. I didn't even realize that they were affiliated. But from 1955, I guess that's the way it went down. Wow. Well, that's great. That's oh, gosh, a drink with a story. We got Latin coming out. We got a Harvard grad. Jethro, we're being outclassed very, very quickly,
Oh no.
which is
No,
generally the case. But
I mean, I think this is good for our brand. Yeah.
for sure it is. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. It
this is,
gives us a
yeah,
little bit
we're
of
gonna,
legitimacy.
I
Thank
mean,
God.
if
oh
there's
yeah.
ever a time to point at Harvard with a thumbs up, I think it's been this year.
I mean, yeah,
There you go.
I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
the one miracle that Trump managed to pull was getting everybody on Harvard's side. Uh, which is,
That is
oh
that is
well.
true. That is
But this
absolutely
is
true.
not to be, this is an escape from such real world
Yes.
concerns.
Correct, correct. Jethro, how
Yeah.
about you? Are you having a real world concern to drink tonight?
I am having a freshly purchased Polar Premium Seltzer Black Cherry,
Oh,
um, which I'm enjoying. I am sadly out of alcohol. I've come to the
oh,
end.
oh
I have
gosh.
some old bottles. We were doing a bit of a cleany, purgy thing,
Yeah.
and we had some old bottles of wine that we got like in Napa Valley, like in 2004 or whatever, that we opened up recently and realized that, yeah, not all wine ages well. So,
I think once it's in the bottle, it doesn't. Oh, I guess some of them do though. They leave them in the bottle for a real long time. Do they have to be a certain vintage, right? In order for that to, I don't know. I don't drink wine at all. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
yeah.
I don't know. My
I
ancestors
think
made wine. I
higher
just have
quality
the
wines,
names.
yeah,
Yeah.
higher
You
quality
can't
wines
tell you.
certainly, but they also get to the point where like you spend so much on the bottle that you never drink it, so it really just becomes a store of value that you can then trade to somebody else.
Hmm.
It's like a
That's why you
liquid
get
form of
two.
Bitcoin. Yeah, yeah.
You get the one to drink and the one to let sit there, and
Oh, well, there you
That's
go. We'll start
there you
buying
go.
two, Jethro. Jeez.
wisdom to close out, I suppose.
Yeah, I love it.
I appreciate the heads up. What about you, Matt? Are you having a bevy? A bevy?
I am.
As
I
we,
am having a beverage. I'm having. In fact, I'm having a whiskey that comes out of. Where is this from? It's from the USA. That's not helpful. It's Whistle Pig. If you know Whistle Pig, and I thought it was going to tell me exactly where it was coming out of, but it isn't. It says bourbon whiskey, so I'm going to assume it's coming out of Kentucky. It is the Piggyback 100 proof bourbon, and it's got a toasted flavor, and it's got the flavor of leather in it. How nice.
Delicious leather.
Mm-hmm. All that leather I've
like
been chewing on.
The one part of the cow we don't eat.
That's right. Oh, it's weird. After I read a flavor, I can absolutely taste it the next sip that I take. I know that's all psychological, but gosh, it did kind of taste like leather, and not in a great way. So I don't know what you're doing, Whistle Pig, but maybe take the leather out. That would be my suggestion on this one. It's not my favorite. Well, I can't wait to try to find illegitimate. Which, am I saying this right or wrong?
Illegitimate
non carborundum. Carborundum?
Carborundum,
which is actually the name of an industrial abrasive, but it sounds really Latin.
It really does. Sounds so Latin.
Gosh. Well, this is so cool. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. We really appreciate you coming on and doing this. Of course, a shout out to your daughter as well. Thank you for being a listener. And happy birthday to you all. I actually told you the wrong date, by the way. This is going to come out on the 26th of August, not the 19th. So you even get more than an extra month.
The lies just keep compounding.
Keep on coming, don't they? Yeah, I know.
A long birthday celebration ahead of us. So
there you go.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
This was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Jeff.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks so much. Take care.
You too.
All right, Matt.
Jethro.
Yes, sir.
It is time to walk, my friend.
Yes, let's do it.
Time to get it going. And I got to write down a number here real quick. So let me do that. I've done it. Have you written down a number?
Oh, yes. I've written down a number. All right.
Oh, okay. You were like ready to go. You were all set.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's do it, man. Diffusion of responsibility to this thing I'm not going to try to pronounce again. I'll let you do that because you're the pronunciation guy. And we got to get to some fake Latin.
Yeah, illegitimate non-carborundum.
See, you're so good at it. It just rolls off your tongue.
Indeed.
Very impressed. Very impressed.
Indeed.
I already see a Greek letter on this page. Is that going to help us in any way?
Oh, well, Greek and Latin are two different things.
No.
But maybe it will.
They can't possibly be. They're not the same? I thought they were the same. They have the same gods, right?
They had similar gods.
Yeah.
Although, did you know that Jupiter came from the Latin for so Zeus was pronounced with like a D sound, so Zeus pater. Zeus pater.
Zeus pater. Zeus pater. And then all of a sudden you're saying
See, you just did it.
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
I love that. I love that idea.
Fun fact.
I don't believe it, but I love it.
Oh, how dare you not believe it?
Sounds like dog Latin to me.
All right. Well, all right. So under the psychology area up there's a lot of fields and domains. So like basic psychology, applied psychology, concepts and lists, all of which
into lists already. Yeah.
Are, how dare you? How
I was asking. I was just asking.
I don't judge links based on where they live. You may, but I
do.
But anyway, these things might get us to Harvard, I guess, because Harvard is an important school, and so that's one path that could get us down that way.
Okay.
Just
you're not
thinking
wrong.
out loud.
Nope, you're not wrong. I noticed that there is a link. First of all, there's a link to blind carbon copy, which I think we see a little bit of in this. But World War II is linked on here as well, and I believe that Jeff told us that this kind of came out of World War II. So is World War II a possible path that would get us? I don't think it's going to be on the World War II page, but is there a path through World War II that gets us there?
Maybe. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Maybe.
I mean, so he mentioned Eric Partridge, the British intelligence officer who coined it, and General Vinegar Joe Stilwell.
I love that name.
I love it too, but like, I have no idea of what role those two individuals played in World War II, and also World War II, a pretty big conceptual space.
I do know one of them
That,
was an intelligence officer.
yes, I just told you that.
Well, you said you didn't know, and I pointed out that I did know. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still don't think, unless he was a famous one who made particular contributions, that it's going to be challenging to navigate to a page that just has him on it. That is very much a single needle in a gigantic haystack.
Well, what I've heard is he contributed. He actually came up with the dog Latin phrase that we're looking for. So he did have a contribution.
Okay,
Yeesh.
Matt, I feel like you're just parroting facts back to me that we already know at this
Not
point.
parroting anything back. You're the one who's taking his accomplishments away from him. I'm just trying to give them back to the man.
Oh boy. Is this how the whole show's going to be?
It might be. I don't know. I'm feeling a little punchy. I'm feeling a little antagonistic
Frisky?
here. I love it.
What's
Yeah.
are you Jethroing? Or is this your heel turn?
Maybe I got a little leather in me. You know what I'm saying?
All right, fair enough. All right. Okay. I'm hovering over names of individual psychologists that are mentioned on this. I'm not finding anybody from Harvard.
Yeah. You
I was
really
thinking
love
if we
that
could get
Harvard path, huh?
I mean, listen, if there was if there's a linguistic way of getting there, I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see anything that's triggering me in that direction.
Well, I think if we could get into Latin at all, we're probably in a good spot, right? So perhaps if we go through one of these fields of psychology, we get into like how it was named, we get into Latin, and then Bob's your uncle, right? Or perhaps we go through a political path and try to get to Barry Goldwater, or perhaps we go through a pop culture path and try to get into the Handmaid's Tale. I mean, the Handmaid's Tale out of here, probably not all that difficult, right? Like, antisocials on here, that's kind of fits-ish. Not really, not too good. Division of labor. Hold on, I'm just
you
saying
gave up
words
on that one
I'm
real
seeing.
quick.
Gender, ha. Gender is on here. There's a link to gender, and
Yeah.
he said this was a rallying cry, a feminist rallying cry. So perhaps gender is actually a pretty good one.
All right, I'm down. You want to go through gender?
Or herd mentality.
I mean, aren't they the same thing?
Oof, yikes.
No.
I mean, gender might be a good path.
All right, let's give it a shot here.
Let's do it.
Gender it is.
And it's got to be a big page, right?
Oh yes, it's a big one.
Okay. Well, there we go. Oh my gosh, I see feminist theory linked on this page. It has its own section.
There you go.
It's
I
not
like it.
It's not a large section. In fact, I think it should have more.
Good
Dang
for you.
it.
Oh, look at you standing up.
There's a whole little drop down next to it though. Ideas, journals, category is probably not the way we want to go. Major thinkers. We've got major
now there
works.
is hold on a second here. I do want to say that it says for the grammatical concept, see grammatical gender, which gets us into language.
Oh.
And Latin is a gendered language. So Latin could very well be linked on the grammatical gender page. So something to consider. I'm not married to that path, but I just think I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up.
Well, I see German, Spanish, and Irish already linked here on this page.
I see Latin linked here.
So is this the way? Is Latin going to get us to dog Latin?
I would say Latin is the most promising entry here thus far, unless we see a link to Margaret Atwood and or The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, gosh, that could be on here for sure.
I'm looking for like gender and pop culture, or I mean, you mentioned feminist theory.
Yeah, unfortunately, really... Atwood is not linked under the major thinkers, and Handmaid's Tale is not linked. Oh wait, maybe no. These are not fictional works. These are all nonfiction works, I believe, that are listed on here. Interesting though. Interesting ideas. I love them all. But I mean, Latin does feel like it's going to be a pretty good one to go through.
Yeah.
And unless we just go to feminist, I mean, I suppose if it is a feminist rallying cry, it could be on the feminist page.
I mean, have you ever met a feminist? They get a lot of rallying cries, I'm saying.
I don't really I don't know that I could judge the number of rallying cries that they have. You're judgmental about them, not me. So
No, I'm counting. Counting is not judgment. They have a
I
lot
don't
of
know. It's kind of judgy. Kind of judgy.
you know what?
Feels judgy.
It's that's on you, man. If you're bringing judgment to the party, that says more about you than it does about me.
Is that right? It says more about, oh, that's nice.
Really
Finally,
does.
something that says something about me. I love it. Going down here to social media.
There is feminist metaphysics that is linked here.
Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, if we could follow it, but I don't know if it's going to get us to our dog Latin phrase destination any quicker.
It probably won't, though. If we were doing another down the rabbit hole, that'd be a great place to start. Not that we've done one for the past 12 seasons, but if we did, I might check that out because that sounds fascinating. I would love to know a little bit more about that. But all right, we have post-genderism, anti-gender movement, feminization of language, feminist language reform. What do you think about any of these? Languages with grammatical gender. Well, that just gets us to Latin, so that's not as helpful.
Yeah, I mean, these are all interesting ideas, but if our goal is to wander amidst the knowledge and interesting concepts, sure, those would be great. But if our goal is to get to a particular destination, Latin, baby, that is the bright and shining star of this from a possibility standpoint.
I mean, I think that you're right. This is a huge page, to be clear. This is a very, very long page. And so I have not been able to look at, I jumped down pretty quickly to the
I'm not seeing anything about like in pop culture kind of thing where we might expect to see like references to Margaret Atwood's A Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, I see religion and science
right next to each other.
I agree. Yeah, actually, science. It goes science then religion.
That's the way it should go.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe you're right about Latin being our path out of here because again, I haven't gone through the top of the page because I jumped down very quickly to the feminist theory section. But I see Greek. I guess I don't know where you saw Latin, so that's why
So if you go up to the very beginning, etymology and usage is the first section after the introduction. Okay. And Latin is like in the second sentence there.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, kind of what we were talking about before. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm down. You say, what do you think?
I've already said it. It's my idea. Here we go.
All right. You want to do it?
Let's do it.
You want to go to Latin?
Matt, I'm gonna kill you if you don't.
All right, let's go to Latin.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, they got a link to gender here. Maybe that'll get us to Handmaid's Tale.
Maybe.
See, now, how do you like it? Kind
of like it.
Oh, you know what? You know who is probably on this page, who we haven't heard from,
Mr. Latin,
for a while.
Oh,
no, not Mr. Latin. Our old friend Pliny the Elder.
Pliny the Elder. You think he's on here?
I think very likely so.
Oh, I hope that that's true. I went down immediately to the notes section and the see also section. They did not include anything about dog Latin or pig Latin. Which is a shame.
That is a damn shame.
Yeah, it is, because I'm not sure where else on this page we're going to find those things.
So there is a link to something about Latin mottos of the United States, 50 states having Latin mottos.
Okay.
So that is a place that maybe possibly, but they do list several of the mottos. So would you like to know Michigan's motto?
Gosh, I sure would.
Si queris peninsulum ammonium circumspice. If you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you. Is based on that of Sir Christopher Wren in St. Paul's Cathedral.
Okay. I know Virginia's
What is Virginia's?
Sic Semper Tyrannis.
It really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. After the words that
Yep. Well, I think
well,
I think it's the other way around. I think it was first theirs, and then he stole them and
okay.
used them. Did you say Pliny the Elder? Because I did find Pliny the Elder on this page.
Where's Pliny the Elder?
Pliny is under the influence on present day languages, which I was kind of hoping was going to help us out. We see Latin influence in English in this section, along with Pliny the Elder. We have scientific terminology, list of Latin legal terms, standard Italian, medical terminology, the Linnaean system,
Okay.
but I don't see anything. Oh, hey, here's a Latin translations in modern literature.
Nice. I did see a link to Harvard University Press.
That is right above where I'm looking right now, the one with the translated Latin translations in modern literature. Harry
Okay, I
Potter
got
listed
you.
here, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Cat in the Hat, The Hobbit,
All right.
Treasure Island. Island. What's
No,
Treasure
that's
Island?
I believe that's Treasure Island.
Oh, must be the Greek pronunciation.
Yeah.
We've got, let's see, The Passion of the Christ, Barbarians, songs with Latin lyrics, the libretto
Oh,
for
there
the
you go.
opera.
Hold on, songs with Latin lyrics. He
Yeah.
said that this came from the Harvard band's fight song, or he explicitly mentioned it.
Oh,
So that's a possibility.
interesting. You know,
Wh-
there's actually some colleges and universities have adopted Latin mottos. For example, Harvard University's motto is Veritas. So Harvard
Okay.
University itself is linked here, not just the press.
Okay. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility.
Yep. Oh,
Um,
here's Virginia's thing. It's right here. It's on the page.
yeah, good for
Sic
you.
Semper Tyrannis. I was
All
right.
right then. Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, do we think that any of these state ones are Dog Latin? Do we think that there's a possibility of that?
I
Probably
have
not. Probably not,
no
huh?
earthly idea.
Yeah, probably not. Gosh, I cannot believe that on the Latin page there is no mention of this whole like people using phrases that aren't actually Latin. Like that seems like something that would be on this page. Gosh
Yeah.
darn it, I said.
Yeah. I also say, gosh darn it.
Tarnation, a discouraging word, a discouraging word. Um, Gosh, I'm working my way backwards up this page because I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I just missed something. Classical literature, classic Latin. Oh, Latin's on this page. We could get to Latin.
No, wait, Matt, we're already on the Latin page.
Oh no. Latin alphabet, Old Latin. How about Old Latin? Do you want to go to Old Latin?
So there is a list of Latin phrases. Now I know you're not a big list guy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm not going to go to a list. Not off of this. There's too many. There's too many other options off of this. We
okay.
can go to
All
Harvard
right.
from here. I'm not going to go to a list. Um, Contemporary Latin is a link off of here.
And do you think that's going to get us to the faux Latin phrases?
I think it might. I mean, well, I mean, I don't know for sure, obviously.
Where no, I know you don't know. I'm asking what you think.
Yeah, that's why I said obviously. It's right up in the very beginning. It's in the second paragraph, and it says, oh no, I'm sorry, the third paragraph. It says Latin was taught to be written and spoken at least until the late 17th century, when spoken skills began to erode. Contemporary Latin is generally studied to be read rather than spoken, and contemporary Latin is a link.
All right.
I guess we could go to Latin disambiguation. Probably not,
What?
though. That's probably not good. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was thinking that it might be on that page, but no, I don't think it is. I don't think that that's going to be right. Yeah, I mean, the only other place that I haven't looked so far is down here at the purple boxes because I kind of wanted to avoid them, but I'm going to go take a
You
look.
feel shame. You feel shame.
Shame. Shame. Yes, I feel shame. Contemporary Latin, 1900 to present. Ancient Rome topics, probably not going to be in here, but Neo-Latin is linked in here.
What's Neo-Latin?
is the style of written Latin used in original literary, scholarly, scientific works, first in Italy during the Italian Renaissance of the 14th and 15th century.
I'm curious why there's not like a reference to like Latin derivatives.
Oh, that's math. That's not language. That's probably the problem.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. History, alphabet, romance languages. Yeah, contemporary. I say contemporary Latin might be a nice path. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Contemporary Latin?
I mean, kinda, right? Don't you feel like maybe there's a possibility contemporary Latin gets us there?
It's certainly possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh,
I don't
it felt
know.
so
That's the
good
problem.
when we found Latin. I was like, this is it. We're there.
Oh no, we thought. In fact, you were slow pedaling because you thought
I
it was going to
was.
be too quick.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad choice on my part. So I would say we either go to Harvard and try to get into that fight song, or we go to contemporary Latin. Those would be my two votes.
Okay. I am.
Do you like either of them? Neither of them? All of them?
So what are the options here again?
Harvard University
Yeah.
or contemporary Latin?
I would rather go to contemporary Latin because Harvard, honestly, let's face it, it feels a smidge geographical.
A smidge.
And we also
on,
did
yeah.
University of Michigan, and you felt sullied by that earlier. So I feel like contemporary Latin is at least in the direction of the destination directly, rather than cheapening ourselves by going geographical.
All right. Well, I mean, unless you have another suggestion,
I don't
say we do it.
I don't.
All right. So contemporary Latin, you can find in that third paragraph near the top, the one of the last sentences.
There we go. Contemporary Latin is the form of literary Latin used since the end of the 19th century. Various kinds of contemporary Latin can be distinguished, including uses of Neo-Latin words in taxonomy and in science generally, and the fuller ecclesiastical use in the Catholic Church.
Indeed. I see fixed phrases. I see mottos in science. This feels good.
It does. I mean, it feels okay. I'm going to skip down to the original production stuff because there might be books and stuff. Okay, so this is stuff that's just in Latin, and not stuff with like here. There's one Latin phrase. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. I see Oedipus Rex again mentioned on this page.
Indeed.
Are you familiar with PDQ Bach by any chance?
I am familiar with PDQ Bach because I collected comedy albums. And
yes,
so
of course.
As I was rifling through many a comedy album area in a thrift store, there were always a ton of PDQ Bach albums there.
Peter Schickley and yeah. Did you ever listen to them? Do you know them?
Not once. Never bought one.
So as a band member, I found them quite amusing. There's one album called Oedipus Tex, and it turns out that it's an opera written by PDQ Bach, and it's about a Western character that's like Oedipus Rex.
Nice.
It's very funny stuff. I do recommend it if you do enjoy any kind of classical music at all. It does a great job of sending up classical music.
Yeah.
I do see television on here. Unfortunately, there are 3 things listed. They are Mr. Bean, O Tempora, and Barbarians, a Netflix TV series.
That is unfortunate.
Cinema as well as listed. Nothing good. Music, the Super Smash Brothers Brawl main theme apparently has some Latin in it, which I didn't realize. Legend of Zelda is on here as well. We've got The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Green Eggs and Ham, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets. Don't see Handmaid's Tale on this list, unfortunately.
All right, then. That is unfortunate. It would have been nice if they did have that.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Well, This was a move in the wrong direction, my friend. I am afraid to tell you. This
Yeah,
does
I
not get
feel
us. I feel like this is a lateral move. I feel like this didn't take us back, but it didn't move us forward.
fair enough. All right, so do we want to sully ourselves with Harvard University?
Oh, is it on here?
I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe it will be, or
I
something
was
Harvard adjacent.
I was wondering if we wanted to go through one of these Latin phrases and hope that it was somehow related to dog Latin. Um,
I'm certainly fine to give it a shot, but yeah. So there is a link to Harvard University here.
okay.
So under academic Latin in the third paragraph, there is a link to the University of Oxford, Harvard, and Princeton also have Latin salutary commencement addresses every year.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we could get to Harvard University.
I don't want to go that way because I kind of, I mean, we sort of know what we're looking for there, and we can kind of estimate how long that path is going to be, and it seems long. I would love to find something that's closer, but I don't see it. Like,
Well, this is our second page about the Latin language.
I know.
And we're not getting any closer per your own words.
I agree.
So, part of our contract with the listener is to get there through the fewest number of links possible, not the links that make Matt Hartman feel the best.
No, I'm not trying to. I am trying to see if I can see something that would potentially get us there faster. That's what I'm looking for, which is exactly in line with our contract with the listener, as you keep bringing up. But I'm not finding it. I really am not. Language revival is on here.
There's apparently an ATM in Vatican City with instructions in Latin, and there's a picture of it.
That sounds.
Insertios Schedulum quae ut facidium. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That sounds like something that pretentious people would love to use to prove that they know Latin.
Oh, absolutely. Sadly, it only pays you in like Roman coins. So there you
go. Nunti Latini is the name of several news services that broadcast in Latin. I wish I knew if that was like an actual. I mean, that's got to be actual Latin, right? That's not going to be this dog Latin that we. Ugh. Frustration in my bones. All right, what do you think? What do you want to do?
Harvard it is.
All right. Where do I find this again?
So if you go up to there is where was
okay, wait.
there?
Before we go to Harvard, I'm sorry. I'm going to throw one final idea out there, and I don't even have a specific one. We do have links here to television, movie, and pop culture things. Do we feel like there's a faster path into Handmaid's Tale than through the Harvard route? I'm not saying that there necessarily is. I'm just asking if it's a possibility.
Okay, so in the cinema section, there are 5 movies listed, and only 2 of them have links. Mm-hmm. So one is The Passion of the Christ with Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson is actually linked there directly. Mm-hmm. And the other is Sebastiane by Derek Jarkman and Paul Humphreys. And hello, when you hover over that, it is about apparently the nude martyrdom of Saint Sebastian.
Okay.
So yeah. So oh wait, there is also a link to Barbarians from Netflix, but that was a German series, and I don't believe it had
hold on, Jethro.
Oh,
I may have a better path.
Oh, have you?
So under the section that's called Dictionaries, Glossaries, and Phrase Books for Contemporary Latin, there's a book called Latin for All Occasions. A book by Henry Beard attempts to find Latin equivalents for contemporary catchphrases.
Latin for All Occasions by Henry Beard.
Yes.
All right. That is such a small bullseye.
I suppose.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Do you know who Henry Beard is?
Yeah, an American humorist and a founder of the magazine National Lampoon.
Okay. Which is associated with?
Harvard University.
There we go. All right. So in that case, I still think it's going to be a very small bullseye. Are we going with Latin for all occasions, or are we going with Henry Beard?
I would say Latin for all occasions.
Okay, it's such a small bullseye.
Do you want to? If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
No, I win either way, because either it's a happy surprise or I get to lord it over you by being right. So
I'm not saying I'm right here. I'm just saying it's a cool look. It feels more exciting than going through Harvard. That's all I'm going to put out there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So Latin for all occasions. And boy, is this a small page with no links. There is a link to Harvard, so we have an out here. Good Lord. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 examples here of sample phrases. You're fired. Ego te dimido. Look out, I'm going to barf. Cave vomitus sum. Oh, was I speaking in Latin again? Va, de nue Latino locubar. Your fly is open. Braque tue hiant. You're beautiful. Pulcher s, masculine. Pulcra s, feminine. Honey, I'm home. Melita domi adsum. And some of the phrases are not even intended to be helpful. And are included purely for the purpose of comedy. Infernal machine, give me a beverage or give me back my money. Machine improba, vel mihi ede potum, vel mihi rede nunmos mios.
I mean, I didn't think that the actual phrase we were looking for would be on this page, but I really hoped that there was going to be a mention of dog Latin or something along those lines on this page, and there really is not at all. So
I mean, this page is so small that I can barely scroll down on the right-hand bar. Like it almost all fits on my monitor.
Yeah.
Oh, this is embarrassing for you.
All right. Well, I guess we can just go to Harvard then.
There we go. Harvard it is.
That's a shame. That's a real shame, because I really thought we had something there for a second.
You were wrong. There was
a chance.
Wrong. You're incredibly wrong.
All right, we're off to Harvard University, so let's see how we do here.
Yeah, Harvard.
Now, Jethro, you might already know this, but do you know the name of the person that Harvard is named after?
Johnny Harvard.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly correct.
Oh, is it really?
Yes. which I think is kind of hilarious, because it's like just the go-to, right? I'm just going to put John in front of the thing. And yeah, that's it. John Harvard. He's the guy.
There we go.
And he is also the mascot. John Harvard is the mascot of Harvard, according to the right-hand page here, the side of this page.
There you go.
All right, what do we got? Do we have the fight song on here somewhere? Athletics. Got to be under athletics, right?
Was it I don't think it was the fight song. I think it was like wasn't it like the motto of the band?
No, it was there. Well, yes, but it was also their fight song. It was also from their fight song, I believe. There's a verse of their fight song that was in dog Latin, I believe, is what we were told. It was added to the fight song in 1955.
Okay. All right.
No, you don't remember any of this conversation?
I don't pay a lot of attention.
No, that's fair.
When
I don't see their fight song talked about on this page.
Yeah, well, you might have to get to the band for that.
I don't see their band. Oh, organizations and administration. You think it's under there?
Where is that?
Oh, student activities, maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Nope. Student activities has student government and student media. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Well, we can get to John F. Kennedy. That'll get us to
help us,
because that gets us to LBJ, and that gets us to Barry Goldwater.
Oh my good Lord.
Ugh.
Oh, Puritan is linked on here. That might get us into Handmaid's Tale.
There you go.
How can there not be a mention? Oh, there's the Latin inscription that's on there. There's all sorts of Latin stuff. There's a motto.
Yeah. What's a motto?
Nothing. What's a motto with you?
See, I knew you couldn't resist.
Yeah, I couldn't say it with any kind of gusto, though.
No.
Ugh, yeeshy beesh. Freshman dormitories. That's not helpful. Medical school. I guess that's where. I guess we didn't ask if that's where he went to medical school.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Uh, Student protests, Homeland Security. Good Lord. Oh, Linda McMahon. Christy Nome. Why is all this on here? Ugh, get this off this page. University Hall. There's all a bunch of different buildings. How is there nothing about their fight song on this page? It doesn't even make sense. Fix it, Jethro. Fix it.
I'm doing my best, man. I don't know that I can.
You're seeing nothing, huh?
Dare I go?
Where you wanted to go wasn't so great either then, huh?
No, this was after our failure in Latin.
Yeah, I did fail that.
Man.
Oh no, I didn't fail that. I did fine in Latin.
So hold on a second here.
Harvard Yard, Harvard Library, bunch of museums, film archive. Harvard's got a lot of stuff.
Don't they just?
They do indeed.
All right. It's got to be on here somewhere, right?
Does it?
Well, if not directly, then at least a link to.
What would you go through?
That's what I'm looking
that you've
for.
seen so far to get to that fight song, because I have seen nothing so far that is even remotely associated with spirit or cheering or anything along those lines.
So there, in what we had previously called the purple boxes, although on this page it's the crimson boxes.
Oh no, it isn't. Are you serious?
There is a link to undergraduate organizations, which I think could get us to the band Faux Shizzle.
Don't do that anymore.
I did. Ugh. It's too late. It's been done. There's also a link to Harvard football up in the main article, if you prefer, which theoretically, if the band plays at Harvard football games or in Harvard Stadium, which is also linked there, I think those two could also get us to the band if going down to the crimson boxes makes you feel ugly and dirty.
Well, in the crimson boxes again, I will say there is a link to alma mater.
You're just trying to resurrect the Latin root?
No. I'm saying that alma mater it's the song, the alma mater, the song that they sing. So I would think that would probably have a link within it to the fight song as well.
Oh boy. I think that is a roll of the dice that I am unprepared to roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually like that better than going into student organizations or the football team, because I think the football team is not going to. I think the football team page is not going to mention the fight song. I think it's going to talk about the history of the football team. It's going to talk about their record. It's going to talk about who played on the team. I do not think it's going to get us to the fight song.
Yeah, I think the problem with alma mater is it's just going to talk about that song. It's not going to talk about, and if it gets us to, yeah, I don't like that at all.
I bet it would have purple boxes that would get us into other music at Harvard.
I don't believe that's the case. I really don't.
You don't, huh?
I don't.
Well, Jethro, I took us one path that took us nowhere. Why don't you lead us to the other path that'll take us nowhere? Where you want to go?
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go down in the crimson boxes to undergraduate organizations, and which I feel.
Where will I find that?
If you go down to the bottom,
I got it.
If you open up under arts and sciences, college, undergraduate organizations. And if we go there, there are a list of many different Harvard undergraduate organizations.
All right, let's go.
And one of them, Orchestras and Bands, has the Harvard University Band. And if you hover over it, it says it plays at university sporting events and other community venues. And that is the link we should click, in my professional opinion.
There's nothing else on this page that even comes close.
I mean, not unless there's the Harvard Dog Latin Society Um,
I mean, let's not assume without checking. It is a possibility. There might be a link to the fight song on this page for some weird reason, like that this particular group wrote the fight song or something. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
I don't
Certainly
see anything
possible.
right now, but
Nor do I.
I see Hasty Pudding on here. I know that that's a fun little organization that some of my friends belong to when they were there.
There you go.
Uh,
Way to low key drop that you had friends who went to Harvard.
oh, I didn't mean to low key drop it. I'm sorry. I had two friends that went to Harvard.
All right. Well, now you're more important then.
Than what? Than I was earlier?
I knew a couple of guys who were arrested on Harvard campus, but
There you go. They went to Boston Commons.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
going to go with Harvard University Band, my friend. I think that's the way to go.
Harvard University Band. Let's
Under
do it.
orchestras and bands.
Yep, I found it.
The official student band of Harvard University, the Harvard Wind Ensemble, and the Summer Pops Band. Blah 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 blah.
Oh my gosh!
And
It's
look
on
at
this
that.
page. It's on this page.
Illegitimum non carborundum is the HUB motto.
There it is. Holy cow! We got it. We actually got it. Oh my
Boom.
gosh! How off was I? I put two T's in there. I wasn't so far off. Carborundum. I see. That is what he said, but I just couldn't hear him. I was not listening. I was not listening hard enough. But we've got it. We found it. We did it.
We did it.
Unbelievable.
We have done.
But also true. Well done, Jethro. I think if I've done this right, there we go. Yes, there we go. Okay, so time to pony up and see how we did with our estimations here. So, what did you get, man? What did you guess?
I had tremendous faith in us. That was apparently erroneously placed. I guessed 5.
That's a great guess, Jethro, because I did the same thing.
Aha.
So we have once again tied.
What was the actual number?
As we are so wont to do. The actual number was 8.
Oh boy.
It took us 8, so should have guessed a little higher. We had some really low ones building up to this. In fact, I think I jinxed us last week. I said, "Oh, we're getting better and better at this."
You did.
There it is. It took us 8 to get in there this time. So what are you going to do except say, "Oh well," and I guess move on to next week to perhaps another dog Latin situation. But Jethro, I'm going to be honest with you. Doing this here with you is great. But doing it just with you, it's starting to get a little old. I feel like we need something to spice it up, something to change it up a little bit.
I get you. I mean? I get you. I also dislike doing this podcast with you.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah, no.
That's not what I said.
I feel like it's time for new blood.
Yeah. But not like I want you to go away. I'm just saying
you made it quite clear.
Just spice it up a little bit. So let's think about it. Figure something out, would you?
All right. You know what? I've already got something in mind. We'll fix it, and next week will be a little bit different.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right.